Friends, we have all been told in the tradition that sacrifice is most important in spiritual life, one of the most important things. Now, I don't know what you mean by sacrifice. By sacrifice, what we mean is that we want something, but we forego it because we want the highest thing, a bigger thing, which is true. But what happens is, if you, in the sacrifice, in the traditional understanding of sacrifice, there is a cry, there is a regret, there is resentment. So if that is the kind of sacrifice you're talking about, that kind of sacrifice should never be in spiritual life. If you understand sacrifice properly, which means if you have to climb steps upwards, then you have to leave the lower step to gain the higher step. And there is no resentment or no chance for internal weeping, kshobha, by leaving the lower one. If you understand that, if you understand that you want to fulfill a higher purpose and therefore you are leaving the lower one, if you also understand that you, when you are associated with this body-mind complex, are limited in time, money, energy, attention terms, and therefore at one point of time you can focus on certain things and you have to leave out certain other things. That does not mean you have left them forever. And each and everything has its own purpose and place in this world, and then you respect them as such. You let them play their role when it is time, and you don't have any specific fear of them, or you don't have hatred towards those objects, or you don't have love towards those objects. You just see the objects that they are as very natural in the design, and you also are part of the natural design. You respect everything, each thing, however much it deserves. So if that is the kind of outlook you have, and therefore you are okay as a natural flow to leave something to gain something else, that kind of sacrifice definitely has the place, and it is very important in spiritual life. If that is what you mean, the second thing by sacrifice, then that is sacrifice is a must. But if you mean the sacrifice where you regret every day, if not every day, at least 6 months once, that kind of sacrifice should not be there. Do not do it, because you keep blaming yourself and others all life, and such a state of mind can never take you to anything bigger and higher in spiritual life. Thank you.